they're doing, but they're messing with the crank sensor by the look of it. I don't think they know what the problem is, to be honest.
Update please, bro.
Don't know, man. I don't speak Japanese. I've got the crank sensor out. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is. I wasn't here when it happened. But hey, in my experience, I've never seen one of these crank sensors fail, so it's a bit strange. Especially because this is a brand new car, so who knows? It's a bit of a communication barrier, so it's a bit hard to understand what the situation is.
Oh, just let them work on the cars. No point to stress or anything. That's what it is. I'm sure they will get it going. So to see actually what's wrong with it. It's hard. Everybody's kind of frustrated. Everybody want to have a look, but they're running the car, so let them do it. It's kind of a good thing that they ran the car. Like, if we here by ourselves, it might be a problem. You know, it's you might have broke something. It's like, well, it's nothing to do with us. And also, we didn't do it on the track. Imagine going the last turn and then just lost sync on the crank, and the engine's just going to drop off, and it'll be hard to control, and it might fall off the track. So, better for this to happen earlier than later. So, just let them do the thing.
So the crank sensor fits into a hole in the block, like that.
Like what?
Like this. There's a cover plate that basically creates that it's like a flange plate, so it holds it in there. They claim that that's loose, so essentially the crank sensor's walking off its tooth, so it won't actually sit in one place and read the tooth pattern properly, meaning it won't pick up the RPM. In my eyes, the only way to fix that is have the box out and actually tighten the bolts up. I think they've managed to sandwich something in there to hold the sensor in place. As soon as the engine heats up, as soon as everything heats up, that's just going to start wandering again because, you know, as we know, aluminium expands with heat. All metal does. So, yeah, I can't see it lasting. If it does, fingers crossed it does, then that's super lucky. But, yeah. I think we should be pulling the gearbox out and checking it properly if that is the case. If they're confident that's the problem, I'd be pulling the box out. It's not a hard box to remove. You know, we work on these at the track all the time. We can have it done in an hour probably, no problem. So, yeah, it's up to them, but that would be my recommendation for sure.
Yeah. We gotta let people know we fix it. Yeah. Fucking A, man.
That's not gonna fix it.
lunch. We done 2 sessions. First session was a DNS. There's a problem with the crank angle sensor, so we lost that at 20 minutes. I just went out to did session 2 just before lunch. Just cruising. There's still a lot of stuff going on. Also a lot of stuff to learn. Still a little bit hesitating about the car, if that crank angle sensor is going to work. So I'll run you through a little bit of what happened. So I try to stay consistent about like 103. If I stuffed up the first corner, then I'll try and make up during that session and see if we can go faster. So if I lost time, then that lap is kind of cancelled. I'll try to find other places to make up time and then see how hard we can push it. The problem at the moment, turning in, same thing with like the BR set with the LS3, it's pretty understeery. So when you turn in, the car just slits. But the biggest problem is actually coming from the brakes. When we set it in the corner, the brake comes on, ABS comes on. The back wheel is actually locking up, it's releasing pressure. So the front brakes doesn't get full pressure, the car just won't slow down. That's to do with brake pads, compound, and also a bit of a spring rate. Having all that aero and the weight at the back, that doesn't help. So the car just glitches off in the corner. I can't actually get into the apex how I want it. The next problem is the sequential working the stock ECU. If I lift up and pull the shifter, the throttle body shuts slowly and it opens back up, so we lost all the boost. Because it doesn't have a proper ignition cut through the gear knob, we can't really do that. But now the suggestion for the next round is have my foot flat and cushion and just band the stick, and hopefully we'll keep the boost up, especially the back straight. The car's not that fast at the moment. Even out last turn, I think my exit speed was only about 146, the fastest. What we wanted at that corner, we probably want about 170 on the exit and ride the ripple. The car is still in control at the moment. But in that 15 minutes, there's a lot going on. You know, learning the car, learning the track, worrying about things going to fall off or something's going to go wrong, and then also watching the traffic, who's coming and whatnot. And yeah, the tire pressure was way too high. I think we came back in at 2.6 bar, which is probably 35 pound, 36 pound. When I finished my first outing, when I come in to get the car checked over, I thought they were going to drop the pressure, but no one dropped the pressure. I was like, well, don't waste time, go out, keep sending it, but it's just too hot, too much pressure, the car just won't turn, it just turning understeer on the entrance. But next outing, I think we're gonna try and start off the pressure really low. That's number one. Foot flat on the shift, but run the clutch, and then just tidy up those lines and hopefully get into the apex properly. The slowing down part, there's not much we can do. We could have aimed with different brake pads, especially these cars in the back. It doesn't need a lot of brake pads. Actually, stock caliper will probably actually work better, but it is what it is. Just drive to the condition and then just keep sending it.